Welcome to today's journey across the globe. Get ready to uncover 20 fascinating geography facts that will blow your mind and change how you see our planet. From hidden underwater mountains to deserts colder than the Arctic, this ride will take you through Earth's most surprising wonders. Buckle up! We're traveling across time, space, and some of the world's most remarkable places in ways you've never imagined. Let's dive in. Number 20. The world's longest mountain range is underwater. Long ago, beneath the surface of the ocean, a mountain range quietly stretched its way across the globe. The mid-ocean ridge, hidden from view, spans an astonishing 40,000 miles, winding its way through the depths of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Imagine this massive chain, shaped by forces that have been at work for millions of years. Although it remains out of sight, its impact is colossal, keeping the Earth's tectonic plates in motion. Without this underwater range, the planet's geological balance might look very different today. Number 19. Russia has a 12-time zone spread. Russia, where one part of the country may be basking in daylight while another prepares for nightfall. Stretching across 12 time zones, this massive land makes it possible to experience practically every hour of the day without ever leaving its borders. From the bustling streets of Moscow to the remote villages in Siberia, this time-stretching nation demonstrates the sheer scale and diversity of its landscape and culture. But imagine the challenge. Coordinating across this vast space requires a level of organization that few countries ever face. Number 18. The Sahara isn't the largest desert. Our story takes a cold turn when we talk about the largest desert on Earth, Antarctica. That's right, deserts aren't just scorching hot landscapes. They are defined by the amount of precipitation they receive. Antarctica, the coldest and driest place on the planet, holds the crown as the largest desert, stretching over 5.5 million square miles. It's a silent, frozen wilderness, home to some of the most extreme conditions on Earth, and yet, life finds a way to survive even here, proving that nature's resilience knows no bounds. Number 17. Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Imagine standing on the shore of one of Canada's thousands of lakes, knowing that you're surrounded by more fresh water than in any other country on Earth. Canada is home to over 60% of the world's lakes, a natural inheritance left by glaciers that shaped its rugged landscapes thousands of years ago. For the wildlife, these lakes are lifelines. For the people, they are sources of livelihood, recreation, and serenity. Canada's lakes are not just a geographical feature. They're woven into the very fabric of the land's identity. Number 16. Mount Everest grows taller. Every year, Mount Everest, the ultimate symbol of Earth's might, isn't a static monument. It's alive in a way, growing ever so slightly taller each year. As the Earth's plates continue to collide beneath the Himalayas, they push Everest higher by about 4 millimeters annually. For climbers, the challenge of reaching the summit remains as intense as ever. But the mountain itself is on a journey, slowly rising toward the heavens, shaped by the Earth's restless energy. Number 15. The Amazon River once flowed in the opposite direction. In the distant past, the mighty Amazon River, today flowing eastward toward the Atlantic Ocean, took a completely different path. Before the rise of the Andes Mountains, it flowed westward into the Pacific. This ancient reversal is a testament to how Earth's surface is constantly evolving, and how even the most powerful natural landmarks can change course. Today, the Amazon is the lifeblood of South America, but its story reminds us that even the greatest rivers are shaped by forces far beyond their control. Number 14. Australia has a pink lake. Picture this, a lake as pink as bubblegum. In Australia, Lake Hillier is an extraordinary sight, with its vibrant pink waters dazzling visitors. This isn't some camera trick. The lake's color comes from a unique combination of salt and microorganisms. Hidden away on Middle Island, this natural wonder is a reminder that Earth's landscapes can be as magical and surreal as any work of art. It's a rare glimpse of how life adapts and thrives in even the most unexpected places. Number 13. Africa is splitting in two. Beneath the surface of East Africa, a silent split is occurring. The continent is gradually breaking apart along the East African Rift, a tectonic fault line. Over millions of years, this rift will eventually create a new ocean, separating East Africa from the rest of the continent. For now, the changes are slow, but they tell a story of a land in transition, constantly reshaping itself as tectonic plates pull apart and new landscapes emerge from the ancient Earth. Number 12. Iceland is growing. While parts of the world are shrinking or eroding, Iceland is getting bigger. This island sits directly on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart, causing volcanic activity to add new land to the island. Over time, Iceland's unique geography continues to expand, adding new landmass both above and below the water. It's a place of constant creation, where the Earth's natural processes are on full display, adding new chapters to its geological story each year. Number 11. The Dead Sea is the lowest point on Earth. On the border between Jordan and Israel lies the Dead Sea, a place so unique it holds the record as the lowest point on Earth's surface, 1,400 feet below sea level. Its water is so salty that nothing can live there, yet it draws visitors from all over the world who float effortlessly on its dense waters. This ancient lake, mentioned throughout history, continues to change, slowly shrinking over time, offering a reminder of the delicate balance that keeps our planet's most unique places alive. Number 10. There are places on Earth where it hasn't rained in centuries. In the Atacama Desert of Chile, some regions haven't seen rain for over 400 years. This ancient desert is so dry that it resembles the surface of Mars more than Earth. Yet, life still manages to cling to the sparse water that exists, with unique species adapting to the harshest conditions. It's a place where time feels almost frozen, untouched by rain for centuries. Number 9. Greenland is the world's largest island. Greenland, covered mostly in ice, is the largest island on Earth. Despite its cold and harsh conditions, it has been home to indigenous peoples for thousands of years. Today, with climate change causing the ice to retreat, Greenland's landscape is slowly revealing secrets that have been hidden for millennia. As the ice melts, what was once frozen in time is now becoming part of our world's ever-changing geography. Number 8. There's only one place on Earth where 4 countries meet. Deep in Africa lies a geographical curiosity, where 4 countries, Namibia, Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, meet at a single point. 8. Known as the Quadripoint, this rare spot is where the borders of these nations converge, creating a unique crossroads in the heart of the continent. It's one of the few places in the world where you can stand at the intersection of so many cultures and landscapes. Number 7. You can visit 2 continents. In one day in Istanbul, in the ancient city of Istanbul, you can step from Europe to Asia in just minutes. The Bosphorus Strait separates the 2 continents, but the city seamlessly blends cultures, languages, and traditions from both sides. This unique position has made Istanbul a historic crossroads of civilizations, where East meets West in both geography and spirit. Number 6. Hawaii moves closer to Japan every year. Hawaii's islands aren't as stationary as you might think. Every year, the Pacific Plate, on which Hawaii sits, drifts about 4 inches closer to Japan. This slow but steady movement is part of a larger tectonic shift, constantly reshaping the ocean floor beneath these tropical islands. Over millions of years, the Pacific's geography will look very different as islands and continents drift across the Earth's surface. Number 5. The deepest place on Earth is in the Pacific Ocean. Beneath the calm waves of the Pacific lies the Mariana Trench, plunging nearly 36,000 feet down. Known as the deepest part of the world's oceans, the trench is a dark and mysterious place where the pressure is intense and sunlight never reaches. It's a world so unexplored that it's often compared to outer space, an eerie reminder of how little we know about Earth's own depths. Number 4. Mount Chimborazo is closer to space than Mount Everest. Even though Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above sea level, Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador holds the record for being the closest point to space. This is due to Earth's equatorial bulge, which places Chimborazo's peak further from the center of the Earth than Everest. Standing at the top of Chimborazo, you are the closest human on Earth to the stars, without ever leaving the ground. Number 3. Africa is home to the most countries. Africa, the second largest continent, is home to 54 diverse countries. Each with its own unique landscapes, cultures, and histories, Africa offers a wide variety of geographic features, from the vast Sahara Desert to the lush Congo rainforest. This multitude of nations and ecosystems makes Africa one of the most geographically and culturally diverse regions on the planet. Number 2. Norway has the world's longest coastline. When it comes to coastlines, Norway takes the crown. Though it may seem like Canada would have the longest coastline, Norway's dramatic fjords and thousands of islands give it over 63,000 miles of shoreline. This intricate network of land and sea creates breathtaking landscapes and offers a striking example of how geography can shape a nation's identity and way of life. Number 1. The Pacific Ocean is shrinking. As strange as it may sound, the Pacific Ocean is getting smaller. The tectonic plates beneath it are gradually being pulled under neighboring plates, shrinking the ocean by about 1 inch each year. Over millions of years, this process could dramatically reshape the Earth's surface, making the Pacific smaller, while other oceans, like the Atlantic, continue to expand. And that concludes our trip around the world through 20 amazing geography facts. From the shifting continents to the hidden underwater mountain ranges, Earth's ever-evolving story is filled with surprises. If you enjoyed learning these incredible facts, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating journeys into our planet's mysteries. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time as we explore more of what makes this world so extraordinary.